Oh, welcome back everyone, this is Shadow Drake, and I am re-recording this because something odd happened. I all of a sudden started getting phantom gases and it kind of... I have no idea what happened. This was the furthest backup I had where that didn't happen. So... weird. I don't know. Ghost in the system, I guess. So the problem is, I'd done quite a lot of things and I have no idea what it was that I did. Uh, and the odd thing is I gotta try to figure out what it was. And because I had to go back to a backup, things are just not gonna be really... things are gonna be really, really weird. So... yeah. I, I, it doesn't make any sense. It just... bam. Something odd happened and next thing I know, just... I couldn't get in the greenhouse because of my logic. I mean, I could have broken in and everything. But it just doesn't make any sense what happened. Like... just weird. So, let's see. I'm gonna need a locker kit. I got really distracted and did a lot of other stuff, but I think I'm just gonna go ahead and just work on this hard. Like, I need to get some copper, and apparently I found out that the chickens are very particular in what they eat. They don't eat rice. So I might actually need to expand the greenhouse some. So, yeah. It doesn't make any sense what happened. Like, was it something in the way that I did the rocket? I was working on building the rocket. Got kind of far, mind you. And it's like... it makes me question things because it's like, you know... this wasn't working right. I don't know why, but just some phantom nitrogen was being generated in there. It made absolutely no sense, and it led to a host of issues. And so I I don't know what happened. I also noticed that you need a ridiculously large greenhouse to support chickens. See, baby chickie, that rice is worthless, so I need to actually get a good steady stream of
Temperature critical. Temperature low.
wheat and such, so I just Alright, so that should keep them fed for quite some time. Alright. It didn't make any sense. It just, like... I have to keep an eye out for what I did because just... made me lose quite a bit of progress. The problem was it could have been literally anything. Just about anything could have triggered that bug. Oh, come on now. Why is it that I always put this backwards? Alright, so I'm gonna have to start moving stuff in here. I don't think I will need these. Alright, so... Oh, come on. I had built an S... So, to go through kind of like what I was gonna do, I was gonna build an SDV silo right here. I need some steel sheets, which thankfully I can get from over here. It just really sucks to lose a lot of that progress like that. I need to smell some copper. I actually sold quite a bit of stuff too. Alright, let's find the steel sheets. I'm gonna need that an ingot of steel to go in there too. There we go. Steel sheets. And let's get another set of steel sheets because I might need them. And let's go ahead and fix that. Like, it makes me wonder that something I built caused these weird phantom gases to show up. But the problem with... Sometimes the problem with Stationeers is you just don't really know what did it. Because it just... does it. Okay. Let's see. I need scanners, rocket scanners. I built 4 of them last time. I'm going to need towers, the fuselages, the liquid engine, and the launch mounts. Let's just start moving some stuff out there, building what I can. So, what I was trying to do was actually build the rocket, and I was getting pretty far. And then I went to go pick some wheat for the chickens, and then I got stuck in the greenhouse. And then I tried to debug that, and it just... No idea what happened. It just... was not... Just, game did not compute very well. Oh, okay, so there's launch mount. Oh, come on. Get that right there, too. Welding torch. Alright. And you can actually okay, so you can rename these launch mounts, so this will be the scanner mount. This will be gas mounts. So, oh right, you need the screwdriver first. It doesn't make any sense. Oh, did I constructed something else? All right, so that's the gas mounts, and these control towers are actually going to be useful for linking to your rockets. You can build them as tall as you want, but I think I will only need about that much. Maybe. That broke. Okay. I really wonder what did it. There's got to be something. Like, I backed up the file so that I can kind of try to see what I can delete and remove to trigger that to happen again. Because, like, you know, I had the phantom gases in Vulkan there were the phantom gases Vulcan. They were kind of cleaned up, but I couldn't tell what was easily causing it because it was just a whole lot of things were doing it. Like, I thought it was because I had my jetpack on, or it glitched and my jetpack was on, or something, but there was no real cause for it. And it makes absolutely no sense. Oh, I think I know what it was. I think it was my pneumatic drill. You know what? I probably freaked out over nothing. I think what I did was left my pneumatic drill on. I have that saved. I'll go back and check, but sadly, I completely deleted the video and everything related to that because it just... I was tearing things apart. It just... I was trying to find the source of it. So, that makes me mad. I probably just left my pneumatic drill on because... I freaked out over nothing. I'm gonna go back after this and just check and see if that was it. Because if that was it, I literally freaked out over nothing, ripping stuff apart, wondering why the heck I was getting extra nitrogen in the world. And in reality, it was my own stupidity. I need one fuselage. Okay. Built a lot of electronic parts, but you know what? Rockets need a lot of this stuff. So computer. Just can't believe this. I left my pneumatic drill on. I bet that was the cause. Never built any batteries either. Yeah, well. Okay, so I'm redoing that. So this is going to be kind of like a tutorial, not tutorial, on how to build a rocket. And because I am redoing this again, I am a little bit aggravated. Because I was doing so well. And I basically reverted to try to see if something I did was the cause for those mystery gases that kept my greenhouse from activating. In fact, I can probably trigger it again. I bet I will be able to trigger it again. So let me just get all of this stuff right back in here. Get plenty of stuff. Let's go see if that was it. Alright. So what was happening is I was standing right here trying to figure out what was going on. Yes. That's what was happening. Because I went in here. Let's trigger this. And so I was like, ready to go in. And I couldn't go in because... What's going on? Why can't I go in? It was this sucker, I bet. I was getting ready to file like a bug report, everything. I was like, there's got to be something going on. It's like another broken mystery gas event type thing. I'm like, was it that? Was it that? And this is just a little disheartening. But I'm glad I got the root cause, to be honest. It just occurred to me that pneumatic drills just slowly leak gases. You'd honestly wonder how I didn't think of that first. Look, I may know how to do a lot of this stuff and know how to build these things and get really creative with my solutions and all this stuff. But I never claimed to actually sometimes be ridiculously good at some of these weird stuff. And it's like I was like testing, is it the decay? Would the decay food be better? Would it not be better? It's like, it's, yeah. All right. Last time I remember, I was trying to see if I can get these things to lay more eggs. 1 wheat, 6 wheat. There's no way I threw a lot of wheat in here, didn't I? Y'all are okay. Stack of 11 wheat, 4 hours, 17 hours. Ooh, you just like ran for that. What I want to do is definitely check on keep an eye on them. When they lay some fertilized eggs, I think I'm going to store them in the fridge. Because the food is actually kind of harder to keep up with them. Like, I need to expand the greenhouse, but I really just want to get the rockets out. I really want to get rockets. And I've already teased it so much, and it's like, at this point, I'm basically just doing a disservice, just constantly glossing over them and stuff. Alright. I got that. I need another fuselage. Why? Oh, I just built literally 3 computers. Darn it. Okay. I'll just leave that alone. Let's see. I need battery kits. And I think I'll need 2. And since I built some extra computers, I guess I got something to go shred. Okay. Let's go shred these. Let's see what else I can take out there. Yeah, I'm sure you're wondering, why don't I just build the pad thing out there? And I don't know that I really want to be honest. Like, I'd really like to work on stuff inside. I really do like that aspects of this. So let me make some more pipes. I think 2 will be fine. I think I'm actually gonna get rid of this decayed food. And get these rocket battery kits. Because I'm gonna need a lot of them. Why did I have the carton?
Low pressure. Oxygen critical.
You know what? Obviously, I'm a little bit kerfuffled. Alright. And the only reason I'm stopping that is so that I can let this thing kind of like build up. And let's just toss some junk food. Did I have a trader there? Do not. Alright. The thing is, I still don't have a lot of the stuff down there. And building a rocket is very resource intensive. Only because you have so much to do for it. So many things to plan. And I'll try to kind of, not enough steel sheets. Well, then why don't you get enough steel sheets? Chute umbilicals can go here, power umbilicals, and gas stuff. So what this SDV silo is, this is going to be where all of the gases from my, gas mining rocket will be. And the reason for that is because space gas just really dumps a whole lot of stuff. So, when we're building a rocket, you have to be extra careful about your weight. I think when this went out, I originally had just 5 fuselages, and it looked okay, but it looked like I needed an extra one, so we're just gonna repeat this process. Honestly, build rockets that kind of work Oh, how did that happen? That the Can you just? Did I just glitch this? That was not. I just. Okay. Obviously, I'm not having a good time. Oh, alright. I'm still missing a few crucial components, so I gotta go back and get them. In particular, I need the data links, so I need to go and make sure... Oh, come on. I need to go ahead and build 2 of them, and I should probably drop these batteries off. Not gonna need them just... Not gonna need a lot of it. Oh, and I need heavy cables. So let's go ahead and get them. I seriously cannot believe I had my pneumatic drill and that messed me up. And I believe there's also going to be a storm that happens eventually. Alright, so Datalink. There's got to be 2 of these. I don't need to worry about that. Okay. But one of them is going to be in here. And I believe I needed electronic parts, heavy cable coils. Now I needed electronic parts, yeah. And I think that I have some in here. But we need a lot of electronic parts for the rockets. Alright, what do you need now? Steel sheets. Cool. Alright, awesome. So, the data link will be for connect to the rocket, and it is necessary before your rocket motherboard can even work. But it needs a matching rocket to go with it, because I don't have any data link out there. There's no readable devices. And I think I'll go over what's inside there later, a little bit later, but for the time being, I am going to focus hard on getting this completely set up. Alright, so now I need the data link, and I think that was it. Actually, probably would be best if I build another 2 data links. And I actually might need to bring some traders to buy some stuff for that. Oh, look. Oh, look. Space gas station, space. Do I want to take that time? Okay. It's really far away. Okay. It's really hard to tell if it's getting better. Honestly, I think I'm at the cusp of that thing, and it's just not gonna get any better. I'm still not seeing it on the small medium dish, so that just kind of shows how far away it is. What I am glad is that they're gonna move the fact that we can have a dedicated scan for the dishes, you know? Because I've done some stuff with this, and as far as calling down a trader and all of that stuff, it's really, really... Oh wow, Space Springs, I got it really close. But unfortunately, I want the other guy. So, is it the other way? Cosmic Cuisine. That's a reroll. I think I'm just wasting time here. Alright, you know what?
Hunger, caution.
Let's stop this. I shouldn't be wasting time. I'm trying to build rockets. And, you know, sure, I got a seed trader, but... I really do need to show that off. Okay, so enough being distracted. No more. No more. No more, no more, no more, no more. My chickens are fed. They can lay their eggs. Which I looked at the data files. It takes 20 days now. What the fudge? 20 days to lay some eggs. Alright, so that's data links, and so... I'm trying to think what else I need. I'm gonna eventually need... I don't think I built the liquid umbilicals yet, so let's build 4 of them. Alright. Let's get started. For real this time. For real. Again.
Pressure critical.
So the first thing that needs to happen is I need to bring the power over to my launch tower. And you definitely want to use heavy cables, because when you're charging the batteries in the rocket, you actually use over 5 kilowatts to charge them. You will instantly break cables charging it. I mean, you could just use a heavy cable for the power, for the charging. But let's just be honest. I'm gonna be using some turbo pumps and stuff. I might just need this anyways. Alright, so let's go back. Building a rocket. 101. Not really 101. So you have to be extremely cautious about the weight. Europa's weight, I believe, was 1.1. I'll check it again. Your fuselages, your engines, and your miners all add weight. Did I leave the engine inside? I left the no, it's right here. And so... Oh, let me get some pipes, because I'm going to need the pipes. And electronic parts, because I'm going to need electronic parts. Just about everything in Rocket uses electronic parts. So, because this is Europa, we're going to use the pump liquid engine. We could use the pressure engine, but nah. It'll work. It definitely will work. but I don't really want to do any messing with the fuel scripting on that. And so the pressure engine has two liquid inputs, which will allow you to use a NOS fuel. And from my experiments, getting it correct, you can get almost 30 kilonewtons of thrust. Speaking of which, let's talk about that. So you have four engines for rockets, uh, a pumped, a pump version and a pressure-fed version, and then you have gas and liquid types. So when you look at a rocket, it just gives you very useful information. But one of the things to consider is you will always get 500 kilogram mass contribution for the rockets. And if you do your fuel for volatiles and oxygen correctly, you'll have a max thrust value of 16.2 for the pump gas engine. And the efficiency is just how fast it burns through that fuel and all that stuff. I don't know the full details of it, but yeah. This 16.2 kilonewtons is very important to know because that is the maximum thrust and therefore necessary for you to know. This is 500 kilograms, so that's already some weight, but obviously the engine can handle it. Now let's go to the fuselages. The engine mount fuselage adds 100 kilograms, so it'd be okay. So that's 600 kilograms for the rockets. And interestingly enough, the fairings don't have any weight. Devices in the rocket also don't have any weight, with one exception, the miners. But let's go back. The fuselages add 250 kilograms. So basically, that's 250, 500, 750, 1000 extra kilograms of weight. So 1000 kilograms plus 100 plus another 500, that's 1600 kilograms. This isn't even counting how much is going to be in fuel. And let's go back to the pumped engine, gas pumped engine, 16.2 kilonewtons. If I, discounting my fuel weight, because the fuel will have a weight. 16,200 divided by 1600 kilograms means I have a thrust to weight ratio of 10.125, or basically acceleration 10.125, which is good, considering that I have to overcome Europa's native negative 1 point something. I think it's like negative 1.5, negative 1.1. We'll find out the true number. But I think the max gravity you have to overcome would be in Venus and maybe Vulcan, and it is roughly negative 5, maybe negative 7. The devs capped it, but you can see that that massive number means that you have to be extremely careful with just how much weight you add with the fuselages, or it will force you to go to the pressure version, which let's talk about. The pressure-fed gas engine, you can see that's a lot of thrust. Easily could handle a rocket like this very easily. The thing about this, it is kind of a little horrible in efficiency, and you have got to manage it in such a way that you have almost braking pressure for your pipes. So that means you want to run the fuel line pipes at almost literally 60 megapascals to even hope to reach this number. Yeah, you IC scripting will help, because otherwise, if you're not really hitting that pressure, you'll see a significant drop, and you're just kind of cutting yourself, or not cutting yourself, shooting yourself in the foot. Uh, but one thing about the pressure-fed gas engine is you can use nitrous oxide fuel mix, potentially. I mean, your nitrous oxide has to be hot because phase change. You can't have over 50 megapascals of nitrous oxide because it will condense. The pressure-fed gas engine has two gas inputs, which means you can split it up, have really cold volatiles, super hot nitrous oxide. It's got a setting. Where is it? There is a setting. Pretty sure there's a setting. not the throttle. I'm pretty sure it has a setting somewhere. I can't see it here. I don't know why. I'd have to build it and show you. I'm pretty sure it has a setting so that you can have it pull the exact mixture. You would have to do some math involved based on your PV equals nRT and stuff. Those are the two I've used a lot, but I've actually have not used the liquid versions very much. And one good thing about them is they have a higher efficiency. So we're just going to use the pump liquid engine. So the pump liquid engine, like the pressure gas fed, has two liquid connections. This can enable you to use liquid volatiles with liquid oxygen fuel or liquid volatiles with liquid nitrous oxide fuel. And honestly, that 17.9 kilonewtons of thrust seems kind of low, but when you use volatiles and nitrous oxide fuel, I got almost 31 kilonewtons of thrust. Literally about the same as a pressure-fed gas engine, or a little bit lower, but at a much better efficiency. But there are some caveats to this because mixing liquids is a little bit of a test run. And part of the reason I don't want to use a pressure-fed liquid engine, even though it could have significant better thrust, is the fact that I'm not entirely quite sure how well it works. It says some gas is moved in the process, but the thing is, the only thing that'll work with the pressure fed, because it only has a liquid pipe input, and this other input is actually a heat exchange line to help to heat up your liquid to hold high gas pressure. The other caveat to this is as your liquid amount of liquids lowers, that means there's less space used up, and things are going to get worse and worse for this. So initial testing I did is I saw that. So just for simplicity, we're going to go with a pump liquid engine because this is going to be easy to make for Moon, Mimas, and Europa, which we're in Europa. And I'm going to start out with volatiles and oxygen. So it's 18 kilonewtons. I'm already, what, 1600? Divided by 1600. So I'm at 11.25. Thrust to weight. Now, rocket miners. The reason we want to send them up there, they're awesome. This contribution of mass is kind of something to overcome. You don't really need a lot of them because we can have different miner heads that affect how well it works. So you want to be very careful about that because if I add two of these, that's an extra 1,000 kilogram. So that's what, 2,600, and that's like roughly 18,000, 2,600. You know, my thrust to weight ratio is 6.9. So pushing it out a little bit more. And of course, I'm not even counting fuel to this because fuel is going to add probably another 1 kilogram if you use a lot of fuel pods. But yeah. But as you can see, the rocket is basically bare on the inside, almost nothing. Before I continue this, I don't have any rockets miners, so let's just go ahead and go back and get some. You can build the rocket without having all of those prerequisite stuff with you. ESA gave me the okay to go ahead and build this rocket. Oh, wow, okay. We're gonna need the umbilicals. You'll always need double the number of umbilicals, so minor. I'm just gonna build 4 to start with. And still sprouts. 79. Let's see what else I got here. Avionics. All this stuff is necessary. Except for the computer. Shoot umbilicals. Did I put 2 of them? Oh wait, I have rocket miners here. What am I doing? I'm just gonna grab 2 of them. I didn't realize I built them. Okay, cancel. After that one, cancel. Because I feel like I might need to tell it to build stuff. Some more stuff. Ooh. I was right. That was the wrong direction. Okay, before I keep getting too heavily distracted, I'm gonna need some pipes. Try to think. So that's where the other food went. Oh, right, scanner heads. And so this is why I was talking about the scanner heads. Every single one of those modules needs a scanner head, and every one of these scanner heads has different things. You know, technically you will go with the basic. It's just iron. The durable, you know, gets a little bit stronger, and it just means it lasts longer before it breaks. And then you have drill heads. What is the long term? I think that is, I really don't know. But then you have ice and mineral heads. These are specific. You get a bonus to mining on those specific things. So, miner, ice head. Oh, come on. So just, you know, you look up ahead and it just gives you the basic specs. So mining, drill, ice head. See, an ice head will give you 0 ore yield. However, it's durable and extra ice yield. But then you also have the high speed, which is a massive amount of power for slightly more power. Not really as much yield, good durability. So it's kind of a toss-up. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Mining drill. So 120 durability. So the high speed just means you mine it a little bit faster. Honestly, I'm not sure which to use. Because the extra speed can be helpful for quick mining. But that extra power usage is gonna be a thing. So you know what? Let's just use 2 normal ice heads for the time being. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna... And they do have a durability. There was a funny bug in the sense that these things actually massively... Actually, let's just swap. Let's use a high speed as well. There was a funny bug with those where if you try to break them down, they would give you like over 100 times of what the cost was. You actually could, theoretically, you know, like the high speed was steel and Envar, you could break it down, and instead of getting like 10%, so like 1 steel and 1 Envar from it, you get like literally 10 times that. So you recycle it and get 100 grams of steel, like 50 grams of Envar. That was a fun bug. Oh, really? That's still not good. Oh, man. Well, how am I doing on time? Much better. I might actually just... see how my chickens are doing, too. This is really funny to see that. So... I don't know that I'll make it. I'm trying to hopefully make it. Let's see. I got my umbilicals, got my gas sheets. Feel like I might be needing something. Oh, now I remember something. I wanted to do analyzers, liquid analyzers. That's the other thing I needed. Oh, I need electrum there. I think those stack. Do they stack? I hope they do. I don't know because... Try again. $200. This is kind of funny. Yet another trader for that. Let me go drop this off, go turn off the other thing so that I can just call them down and immediately buy them.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical. Low pressure.
Because if I can store the eggs, then it'll be great. Good night. Let's go turn it off, go back in. 200 seconds. I hope that that's enough time. Do that, check on the eggs. I'll take a quick shower because I think my Stationeers is going to be stinky. Wait, why don't I turn on my pneumatic drill? Surely that won't cause me any problems. Oh yeah, that's plenty of time. Forgot, I need to be naked. Alright, I showered. Let's buy some eggs for Essa, because I bet she's gonna want to just sit in with a bunch of chicken eggs and just be like, yay, I am with chickens. But also just having the extras is going to help with growing eggs. I think they kind of massively overtune how tough they are. 2 eggs. What do you want? I gotta build that plant sampler too. Alright, go home. Who makes that plant sampler? That's tool manufacturing. Okay, perfect. I'll just build one with a wireless battery. It's just funny, I haven't built this thing yet. Oh, I don't have gold. Let's see, scanner heads. So did that. And I need to change this out too. Dang it, now I need to put scanner head. Not scanner heads. I need to get some gold for that
Pressure critical.
printer because I thought it
Low
had
pressure.
plenty, and apparently I don't.
Critical.
So just gonna turn it on and go back to the thing. Alright. I know, I'm sorry. I said I wasn't gonna get distracted, and here I am, absolutely distracted. The bright side, it's not mining, correct? Scanner heads. This thing is huge. Okay. Not there, you simpleton. Okay, let's get the eggs out of here. Come on, I know you're in here somewhere. There you go. Alright, perfect. Still a little bit salty about that thing. Ooh, I need to put some more stuff in there. And I left the other scanner head. I think I'm in a game-breaking bug, guys. Okay, corn is thriving. That is thriving. Potatoes, soybeans. Okay. See, it doesn't seem like I am getting more. Is the problem. I think I'm gonna go on ahead and plant more wheat over here. And like, for example, wait, can I not sample it? Oh, I have to like, oh, I'm a dummy. Because then you have to put the sampler right there. And then you can do some science. So, grow temperature range, grow pressure, it's kind of good. Grow speed multiplier is pretty good. It doesn't need as much light, but it's good. Water user 98%, undesired gas resistance, time until drought damage, this time until suffocation, time until light damage. Huh, that's actually kind of neat. Look at all that poop. I'm gonna eventually get all the decayed food back. Okay. Alright. How are you so damaged? There's food right here. Did you just forget to eat? Like, how are you just so hurt?
Temperature critical.
I'm telling you, these chickens are gonna be... Alright. Oh, I forgot to eat and drink. Okay. Good thing is I can just make a muffin. Okay, for reals this time. No more distractions. Let's actually get this done. Alright. Day 173. I probably could have had rockets a long time ago, but I am just absolutely easily distracted, and we all know this. And I'm just gonna throw this muffin here to make it last forever. I have expected I'm gonna come to a dead chicken because apparently one of them just did not want to eat or something. Alright. Back to rockets. Alright, so where was I? Okay, rockets, you kind of want to have some form of, it takes a lot to build a rocket. You just want to have the ability to have everything kind of right where you want it to be. And so the first thing is we're going to start with the fuselage and not the fuselage. The gas pipes. So rocket, tank medium. So the medium tank gives you 1500 liter storage capacity, but it's extremely big. The small one gives you 250. By and large, the mediums are bulky, but they offer a really good amount of fuel storage. Now, the thing with the liquid, though, is we'll have to go back to the phase change characteristics. Liquid volatiles is 25 moles per liter. Liquid oxygen is 33.3 moles per liter. So you need to have the perfect fuel mix, 66%, 34%. That means you need liquid volatiles to have roughly 66 liters. That's almost 2.5 liters worth of volatiles compared to oxygen. So, yeah, this is a little bit of an awkward thing. So if I were to put 3 liquid oxygen tanks, that's 750 liters of oxygen I could carry. But then I have to multiply that by 2.5 to have a better understanding of how many I need, which is about 1750. So that's basically 3 smalls one large and one small. So let's see how this is gonna go. So we have input 1 and input 2. So with the liquid oxygen, you don't want to do it all the way at the bottom, but I could probably get away with something like this. 1, 2, 3. 3 oxygen tanks right there for oxygen. Liquid volatiles, however, is going to be a little bit of a tight fit, but I think I can do something like this. But keep in mind I also need another one. So let's put another one right here, right next to it. Now, keep in mind that all of this, you don't have to put power for all of this, but they will need power. You know, you need to get power all the way to the bottom. And also, you can rename your rockets. So this will be the gas miner rocket. Rockwet, guys. And so, let's see. So that should be roughly the right amount that I need. Now, we will need, this is liquid umbilicals. You need your umbilical cords. You have 2 sets of umbilicals to do. Umbilicals that attach to the rocket and umbilicals that attach to the tower. You have to keep this in mind because umbilicals that attach to the tower cannot stack. So this is why they were a little bit off center like this. I wanted to have 2 umbilicals, but you have to have the forethought and the space to put them in the right spot. So this is already going to be tricky because the only way I can see to put the oxygen one is right here, because I will want to put the volatile one right up here. And in turn, I want to get the umbilical for oxygen down here, and then the umbilical for volatiles right here. And if you did what I did, you just realized that I have these absolutely stupid backwards, so let's fix that. Come on now, work with me. There we go. If they are lined up correctly, you will see the umbilicals do this, which means they are lined up. It's perfect. When you pipe them in and stuff, they'll go and match up. But we'll work with the piping of the tower later because I do want to get some logic done for it. So I would recommend insulated piping inside your rocket because it is not insulated. But because I'm dealing with Europa temperatures and stuff, I honestly don't really care about whether this is insulated or not. I could be absolutely wrong, and this is going to be a big issue. And if so, whoops. Alright. So that's the fuel tank, and as you can see, I managed to fit it within 1.5 fuselage, and you can rename this. This is my volatile medium tank. This is my volatile small oxygen. And this is O small 1, O small 2, O small 3. Done. Now, I will go on ahead and wire up cables to go up because I am going to need this anyways. And it looks like I need a cable right here. Now, I'll be honest with you and say that you don't really have to do this data, but any data you do not connect on your rocket is data that you cannot see in your interface. And that is either going to be a good thing or a bad thing. And because I haven't quite figured out the power of this rocket yet, I'm just going to do this. Just connect them as far as here. So, you know, take it step by step. The next thing I want to figure out is either the chutes or the power system. And honestly, there's a lot of ways to go with this. No matter what, you always have to keep an eye out for how your power needs to be routed. Because let's say I want to have a large storage right here, you know. Like I have to plan this properly. Like if I want to have a chute leaving this, let me get a miner. Let me get a miner and a scanner. Scanner and I need a miner. There you go. So like, let's say I want to put a miner like this and a scanner right here to kind of complement. Like that. You know, I'm not gonna fully build that. So that would mean that for that miner, if I want to have a storage to go out, I need to make sure that I get this in such a way that, I do it justice and kind of have it like this. Something. Now, like that. Have to build it. But if I wanted to do another one, to have like a double storage, I could do something like this, and then I'll once again put a miner and another miner and where are you? Not the Datalink. Miner and a scanner. Propellant's gonna run out in a bit, so let's do that. And if I do that, then we'll see where I start to have some issues here. You'll see that I'll make my rocket look absolutely brain dead stupid by having a miner poking out like that. And so while this is a strangely valid build, you're gonna see one thing. I have to... Where's the data for this? Let's take your part real quick. I need to know where your data is. I have to be absolutely careful that the data on this is in a reachable location. So while I could do this, and have chutes, I gotta be careful that this data is readily available. Where is my data here? In front of me. Okay, so this rule is stupid looking, but it can work. Now comes the issue here. I have to absolutely make sure that everything can wire up. So if I use cable coils to go straight up the center over here, I can do that. But I have to be careful because I want to make sure that I have an umbilical chute right here to eject all my stuff. So once again, gotta be careful. But one thing I haven't done is put batteries. Where's my batteries? I literally saw them somewhere. I'm gonna need you too anyways. There's my batteries. So I will have to be very careful about the battery system too. So let's say I have 3 batteries right here. 1, 2, 3. 3 large batteries. Well, if I want to have 3 large batteries, that means I will need an umbilical power chute. What am I saying? Umbilical power chute. An umbilical power right here. Right? Because then I can connect the power to these batteries, and that's fine. So I think this design, while tight, will probably work. And because I need to be able to connect the power into all those batteries and still have a capability to run cables where I need to go. This looks absolutely stupid. But to be honest, I don't see a way that I can squeeze it down. So let me go on ahead and build everything up. So what do I need for the batteries? Just cable coils. Ten cable coils. Now what I need? Screwdriver and 4 electronic parts. See, I told you I was going to use up like a bunch of electronic parts soon. Something tells me I threw my screwdriver in there. Alright. Now, interestingly enough, the batteries will have their data, so you don't have to be absolutely careful about connecting the data to the batteries. But I would recommend connecting heavy cables to them because they're gonna be charging. Now, 3 batteries is probably way overkill for this, and probably not really needed in that high regard. So let me just connect heavy cables down. I'm not going to connect those because they're just going to be blinking and going, error, error. Okay. Oh, and, yep. So let's go ahead and connect that. Those batteries will start charging. Which is good. I want that. Let's clean up my mess, and yeah. Let's go ahead and finish up this other stuff. So, what do you need? Steel sheets in my right hand. And that's it, that's it, that's it. That's all those need? Wow, that is cheap and easy. Alright, what about you? Are you serious? I need iron sheets? Oh. Alright. Quick check on my chickens. Then I'll grab some iron sheets, because apparently I need them. Alright. Oh, good. I got another egg. Alright. know what? I'll let it get hot so that it can hatch.
Critical.
Go get my iron sheets, then come back down. I will need chutes as well, so I gotta get those. Do I even have any chutes? Basic chutes. Ugh. Just have power chutes. Alright, come on. Build some chutes. Iron sheets. I don't know how many it's gonna need, so I'm just gonna go ahead and tell that to build a full stack of them because I never expected iron sheets to be a thing that it needs. Okay. Alright. Anything I can sell? Bring somebody down to sell? Doesn't look like it. Oh, I should probably put you back to 45. Alright, that's not gonna bring anybody down. Let's just eat a muffin. I think 3 chickens will be more than enough for up there. Let's do a quick food check. Alright. 15 switchgrass. It did not change. That I feel like I got lied to. I feel like that I got lied to about that fertilizer. I really do feel lied to right now because it said it was going to increase the yield and I don't see a yield increase right here. I don't know about you, but this looks like 15 still. Sus. Alright. I'm just gonna throw that to the thing. Those are not ready yet. Those are not ready yet. Those haven't seeded yet. Honestly, I'm just going to leave the rice as is and go back out there. I still can't believe that I actually thought that my pneumatic drill costs so much stuff. Alright. Yes, baby cheeky. Okay, 1 wheat, 6 wheat, 1 corn, 3 soybeans. Honestly, I think 3 chickens is way too much right now, but I kind of want them to make some eggs right now.
Temperature critical.
And I'll be keeping an eye on them.
Temperature low.
Because I can just grow. At least now what I think I will end up doing is the second floor of the greenhouse. It was going to be kind of like a flux space. And it looks like I really desperately will need the chickens to have that spot for themselves. Alright. Let's finish building stuff. Miner. Alright, I need electronic parts and a screwdriver. That's it? Really? Okay. Hold on, I think I can make this better, maybe? Okay. I think what I can do, because I really don't like the fact that it's like that. I kind of want to end the hand drill. Nope, 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 nope. Gotcha. Okay. I can fit it right here. And then what I can do, what is it? U? Screwdriver to deconstruct, hand drill. I can sit. No, I cannot sit you sideways. Okay. Alright, so that's the insert. Okay, I got it, I got it, I got it. Let's take you apart. Look, I want this to look at least a little better so that Essa doesn't just absolutely roast me about why does your rocket have a protrusion? She will roast me hard on that. I know she will. But I've been also thinking about this a little bit wrong too. Because I still have this space right here. I can put this scanner right here. So that I have both scanners right here. And I have one rocket right here. One miner right here. To be kind of the only high-speed one. And it's electronic parts. Alright. Okay. Now, with this, I can now... Oh, wait. I have to be careful. I gotta get the chute umbilical. That's a cargo storage. That's a battery. Let's put the stuff away. Let's get the chute umbilicals. Cargo storage, chute umbilical. You can go back in there. Cargo storage, and you can go chute umbilical. Alright. Let's plan this out first, because obviously this is where they're gonna come out. So chute umbilical will have to go let's do middle. Right here. Which means that the chute umbilical over here has to be right here. Alright. Now comes extensive cabling, and I probably don't have enough cables. Do I have them in here? I hope I do. Steel, lead, cable coils. Cable coils. Alright. We're getting it, guys. Don't worry. We're gonna have it done. What I am doing here, it honestly doesn't matter. I am kind of skipping right there. Right there. It would be to my best interest not to put the cables right here, because, you know, when I make this when I inevitably make this another miner, I will need the space for that. So let's get you right here. And the only reason I am skipping like trying my hardest not to cross over buttons is because it is a pain in the butt to turn these on. Or pull levers when you're having to be considerate of buttons and levers. Alright. Now, so far so good. The batteries are charging. They got a lot of charge and juice. Let's go on ahead and slot the heads. Yeah, you gotta slot the heads in. Let's see. You have a mining and a high speed, and then where's the... Oh, I forgot a scanner head, darn it. Okay, I wanted to let the high speed be this one. And you know what? It would be great if I named this... You would name the miner after it. High Speed Ice. Hopefully that can help you. You don't really need to worry about renaming the scanners because it just honestly doesn't matter. And this is just going to be Ice Head. Okay. Now. Get back in there. What are you? You're the Ice Head. And you're going to be the scanner head. Thankfully, even though the scanner head says that it depletes, it does not deplete. Alright, let's go and get the other head. Still can't believe chickens take 2 days to lay an egg. Oh wow, my living spot is actually getting really toasty. What is using up all that power? Is it the crow lights? Oh, the head's down here. There we go. Got it. Slightly concerning, to be honest. We used up all of that power in the... Did I really use that much power? I did also leave that up like that. Okay. Almost done. Almost done. Almost there. Honestly, I'll probably do the chute system for getting it to the silo later.
Pressure critical.
Because this is a lot.
Oxygen critical.
Really want to get this up and running first. And... Oh, wait, the scanner head is up here. Alright. Everything's loaded, everything's powered up. There's two things I have not put in, and that is the avionics. The rocket will not fire without it. And where's the Datalink? There's the Datalink. The Datalink is how the rocket talks to the motherboard. And quite honestly, wherever you have space, fit the dang things. I am going to be a little bit funny and put the data link up here. Nah, let's not. S is gonna rip me a new one up for that as well. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put the... Alright. Downlink and... Avionics, alright. Just like this. Now, how do I do these? How do I do these? Is it cables? Okay, let's do the one that I apparently found. Now, welding torch. Steel sheets. Okay. Oh. Seriously, what do you need? Oh, got it. Now what? Still sheets. Some more electronic parts. Yeah. See, I told you, you use so many electronic parts in this thing. You can rename the data link so that you can more easily find it. So this is going to be the gas rocket link. It probably is helpful to do that because you can have multiple rockets and not knowing who is who is very confusing. So this is the inside. That's done. And for this one, it's going to be simple because right now that's a scanner head. Now, I need a good... these are both outputs, so I need a good junction. Junction. Okay, so here's the thing. This is not a good way. Wait. Oh, I need more kits. There we go. Okay, everything's all shooted up and ready. The only things I need to do is cable up and actually fuel the thing. So let's go ahead and cable this up too. I'm gonna have to fuel, shoot up the rocket later. Well, to that, because I'm gonna need a lot more chutes. As far as fuel, we got liquid oxygen and liquid volatiles here. I think I am going to do liquid volatiles like this, liquid oxygen like this. Now, there's a reason why I got the turbo pumps. And I think I am going to put... Oh, I'm off. That was bad. So let's see. This is where I'm going to need a lot of pipes. I may not have had enough. Okay. Don't lie, Juan.
Hydration critical.
Oh, come on. Hydration is not critical. This is nowhere near enough. Okay. Oh, I got something here. Wait. I got these backwards. Let's label this. This is the oxygen umbilical. This is the volatile umbilical. See, look, I already made a mistake in the way that I had these things. That would have cost me bad. It's a good thing I didn't. Okay, so this is the oxygen right here. So you're the one that needs to go up here. And you're the one that needs to poke out. Okay. I'll continue this on. Let's go check on my chickens. While I do that, I will drink. No, 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 no. Because clearly my chickens need half the food I grow. Alright. What can I feed them? Corn. That's not done yet. Wait, I did get more soybeans. That is awesome. Okay, so it wasn't a total and complete lie. So maybe I just gotta keep feeding switchgrass and stuff to that. Okay. But that whole thing is so confusing. Okay, got 3 chickens. How do you just forget to eat? Okay, is it that when they grow, they don't understand how to pick up food and eat? Because that's just weird. I literally almost lost a chicken, which was probably the new hatchling, because it just forgot how to eat. Alright, so let's go in here and let's just toss a little bit of extra wheat to them. So now I need to actually check on my chickens because they're stupid and forget to eat. There we go. That should keep them for a little while, at least.
Temperature low.
At least until I can do that. Alright, I need more liquid pipes still, so let's go make more liquid pipes while I go down there and eat and drink a little bit. While I'm down there, I'll show you what the interface looks like. I know I'm gonna run a little bit long on this one, but... Oh! I had the foresight to make some extra pipes. So, nebula nectar, space rings. Okay. So, when you build a Datalink, you need this to find it. And now, when you're at the computer with the rocket motherboard, you are now able to see what is inside. And so here we see that my rocket is 2,600 kilograms. Then this is without considering the fact that I could put fuel. And you can see negative 1.3 meters per second squared. So if I don't overcome that, there is absolutely zero chance whatsoever that I will be able to lift off. Now there's a reason why I have extra batteries. I highly recommend you turn one battery you make sure all your batteries are on for charging and turn one off as an emergency. Because if your rocket runs out of power out in space, you're screwed. Now, if you look at the map, you can see that I gotta go to Europa orbit. I have 2 launch pads, the gas mat and the scanner mount, because that's what's down here on Earth, Europa. And these are unknown destinations. And you have to actually figure out what is what. And so, before that happens, let's eat my muffin, let's go finish up, fuel it up, and probably weld it. That battery's actually okay. Alright. Let's go and do that.
Pressure critical.
Now,
Oxygen critical.
just like everything, how much actually enters the rocket is based on the whole... Oh, what happened to my wrench? It's completely based on the pressure differentials. Oh, I hope I have enough pipes here. I do need to pipe this up for both rockets because volatiles is going to be something that goes to both. And looks like I have enough. Alright, perfect. Let's do preliminary check. The bottom one is oxygen. The top one is volatiles. I'm not going to get anything if I don't add power to these. And I am going to go ahead and connect the data on these because I do want to automate the filling. Not now. I will do that later. Where's my data pad? It's in here. Now, I will go ahead and say that an interesting thing that I have noticed is that if you set the turbo pump to 0, any extra pressure in here is going to get bled over here. You can kind of see all that oxygen pressure went in there, but nothing else will go in. So let's do the same thing for volatiles. So this is a good way, at the very least, to pressurize your output pipe. Now, because this pipe system doesn't have a lot of liquid, because there's really not a lot of oxygen, volatiles, it's not gonna do a lot. So let's turn these on, extend the umbilicals. And if we look over here, these are gonna get pressurized to some degree. It's awesome, right? Now, simple thing about filling these. If you keep an eye on your liquid, you will roughly know how much is being filled. You know, how full the rocket is. So like right now, I'm obviously filling the rocket. I know it's got some liquid nitrogen because I'm an idiot and have been using my jetpack near this thing, so I have a tiny amount of nitrogen. It's not a big deal. It'll go away eventually. But as you can see here, this is filling up. And so what you want to do is just keep filling this up. I will have some logic to kind of watch how much is left versus how little and probably down tune this, but you want to keep an eye on that pressure. Yeah. And this is why you want to have some automation so that you can kind of slow down when you're getting to the end. Because manually loading this is just a pain in the butt. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not break my rocket after just making it. So you can very easily time it so that it's like almost to full capacity. And then let's go ahead and bring this out, so I don't forget. See, I got quite a lot in this rocket. Now let's do the same thing for the volatiles. There's going to be a lot more for this one, because remember that the volatile space is literally 2.5 times the oxygen, so I got quite a bit to fill. So let's just crank up the speed a bit. This is why I'm going to automate it, because it's just kind of it's kind of a pain. It is just a pain. But like, if I try to fill this to like maybe 158 liters, this is why I'm going to need the analyzers, because I want to know exactly how much is left, and so that I can keep doing this. But a little bit too much. Where's the damage? Up there. I think that might be enough. How much is in here? Oh, that's almost maxed out too. Alright. Bring it on back. Now I think for safety measure, I'm going to bring it back. You know, get some of these liquids out so that I don't accidentally break. There. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So, we did it, guys. We have a rocket. We have a rocket. Let's finish the construction. Had a lot of extra space up there, which kind of just goes to show that I could probably have gotten away with it. But let's just be honest, that isn't going to do anything. You know, that last little bit of fuselage is just kind of there for decoration, and not going to be a big problem. I am going to harvest some food before and feed the chickens some before I dive right in. Oh wow, extra wheat, that's good. I can see now why the Harveys are going to be very useful, because we can grow this and all, and not have to deal with the constant picking. I think if I ever automate the Harveys, it'll be for the switchgrass, because I don't think I want to be dealing with constantly picking this, so that I can just do something with it. And I think I'll leave that alone. Some of this is growing a little bit more than normal, so that's good. So I'm gonna put that there. gonna split half my corn. I swear, if you guys die from lack of food, I will be upset. Where's your eggs? You guys gotta lay eggs faster. Come on, I need some fertile eggs so that you guys can repopulate in case.
Temperature low. Temperature critical.
Okay. One final check on the umbilicals, because they do break if you don't retract them. I believe I retracted all of them. Huh. I don't know that this will be a problem. So you know what? I am going to mine out this ice. Because the last thing I want is to attempt to launch this thing and immediately have it explode. It'll be one of those, guys, this is how you explode a rocket. Okay. Like eventually what I will do with the third floor is have the computer and the Datalink center be up top so that we can properly control the whole thing upstairs. And so let's go ahead and regain some stuff. Star stop. Cosmic concoction, galactic gush. Okay. So, ooh, I got a lot of fuel. Ooh, look at that. My whole mass is 3,777. Now, what I'm going to do is put the pumped engine. And I'm going to do a dump fire because I need to get the setting. Remember that for the setting is a very specific number that I stated, and I gotta look it up too. I had it on my notepad. So let's see, it needs to be exactly 72.7% volatile towards volatiles. So 72.7% volatiles. If I got that right, this should max out at what, 1700? And it did not, which means I had it backwards. So the opposite end is 27.3. And for the brief time, it was 18.7 kilonewtons. So now, this thing is ready. Now we set the destination. And gonna let that save and save. I'm gonna send it out. Off it goes. I'm sorry that we don't get to see a very good thing, because I built this in the wrong spots for that, but I tell you what, when I do it next with this, I'm probably gonna move this over there so that we can kind of watch it, or I can just be absolutely distracted and do only the third floor. And so, as you can see, it'll take a full minute for it to reach outer space. And if you look at the map, there it is. The gas miner rocket isn't launched off. Apparently, I have over 2,400 seconds of fuel. And like I said, this setting is exactly based on how many moles of volatiles versus uh, oxygen. What I like to do is I like to have a volatile. I want to see. This is terrible for that. I like to see the temperature and the pressure. Temperature and pressure. I don't know why they have a setting. I really don't. That way, when you favorite it, you can see stuff. See temperature, pressure. What's the total? Volume of liquids. Let's do that one too. Volume of liquids. And then I am going to... Okay, we reached destination. Okay. So, because we don't know what this is, we actually need to do some... We need to discover these nodes. The only way to do that is to turn on your rocket scanners. And now we need to chart these destinations. Scanners right now only have a strength of 30, so it will always... They will always have a strength of 30. And they have a cycle time of 20 seconds. It's honestly a pain in the butt. It's why I want Essa to build the scanning rocket where she can just build a bunch of these things. The scanning modules do burn up your battery charge. They do use 200 watts of power, so that's 400 watts. So like, you know, if she wants to build a rocket with 8 scanner modules, 8 times 2 is 1600 watts of power constantly. It could very easily burn through power. Oh, look. IO has no resources, but now I can go there. And it'll go to 2 unknown, uncharted areas. So we're just going to keep scanning. And your progress is always right here. So I'm going to find out the next one at 200. And it also tells you the distance. That just says how much acceleration you need to do, blah, 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 to get to the next one. So the next one is the Ganymede orbit. And now, unfortunately, I have to take a guess. Where is going to be the ISIS? The way the devs have made it is typically one location will be kind of towards ore, one location will be towards ISIS, and then there will be a location where you can keep going really far off, and that would be towards the higher tier stuff. I am interested in looking for the gases. I kind of want to let Essa enjoy this part of the rocket stuff, to be honest. Because it's fun. If she wants to, that's fine. If not, I'll do it. But that's why I want the scanner rocket, because it takes a while for this to happen, and looks like I... And, yeah. I'll unpower one of them, because, quite honestly, no need to do double scans. And I probably went way overboard with this fuel. Alright, pro-grade moon transfer. See, this is going to be some really far off, probably late tier resources right here. Now, will the devs put the ice in Io or Ganymede? Let's do Io. Well, what I want to do is save. Right here. If it's wrong, I'm going to roll back and go in, because I want Essence to kind of enjoy that too. So, we chose a new location and go. My rocket's going to go that way. It's going to take 40 seconds. Fly, my little rocket, fly. I wonder if we can have, like, the celestial tracker, like the telescope, see this. Like, if we know where Ganymede is, or Io is, will I be able to see the rocket do that thing? And we gotta do the same thing. We gotta chart because we don't know what's here. I'm trying to get to a resource node so that you can kind of see how that goes. You have easy way to swap between rockets right here. I almost kind of regret only putting 2 scanners. I probably should have put a 3rd scanner. Just to speed this up. And this is my emergency battery. I have actually lost the rocket before because I had only 1 medium battery. And I let it do its thing and I got absolutely distracted. And I came back to try to do something with it, and the only thing I could do was just abandon the poor rocket. Alright. Tidal fragments. So this location has copper, gold, and silicon. Drat. But you can kind of see what it's made of. It's got 0.5 copper, 0.3 gold, 0.5 silicon. So if I go there, I can do some site discovery, and the game will automatically generate one of those. Looks like I am almost done. So, what is this other one? Chew. Alright, IO condensate. Pollutants and volatiles. This might be where I can get... Actually, that's a trap. Nitrous oxide 1 mole. Alright. Found my gases, guys. So we're going to go to IO condensate and go that way. So it's very possible that this Ganymede orbit could have one of these 3 be iron, maybe the other's water, the other's something. But the fact that IO condensate has volatiles is what I'm after. And I could actually get some nitrous oxide if I chose to do that. So scanner heads, discover. Now, for discovering, you actually want to stagger your scanners. Because it takes exactly 100 to find 1 resource node. If you overshoot, you waste. Or if you gain 60 at once, you waste that extra. So if I were to have 8 scanners, I would want to probably stagger them enough, because if all 8 tick at the same time, I will get 8 times 300, 240 points, but only the first 100 points matter. So then you waste the other 140. All right, so this is a pollutant condensate, which it says we don't know, but let's just be honest. Go to location info. Pollutant condensate means that's not what we want. I don't care. I don't care for pollutants. This 1 mole of nitrous oxide is honestly not even worth doing that. I could actually mine it out. I could mine so much of that gas, but I will have so much pollutants at the end of the day that it's not even worth it. What are you? Volatile condensate. Let me just roll a couple more. We'll leave that going. I'm gonna go check and see if the soybeans can be harvested. Well, before I do that, I gotta eat. Okay. Drink. And then I think I'm gonna send a rocket and scan down those volatiles. Got it. Okay. Now that I've done that, that should have been enough time. Alright, looks like there's 2 volatile condensates. So let's hope for the best. Let's hope that one will do something for us. So it's gonna go there. And I could actually mine as is right now. But when I get there, I won't know anything. I technically won't know the composition, even though it literally tells us right here. This is the composition, volatiles and pollutants. I honestly don't know why that's a thing. but the density, richness, and size matter. And so once it lands there, all right, we are going to survey. Surveying lets us find out information, and at specific scan points, we figure it out. This 100 means 100 counts as 100%. So when we get the 30 and the 60, we should know composition, size, and density. Boom. So density being 3.19, it tells us how many max resources there are, how long it takes to mine, and then size affects how quickly these two degrade, but also affects our base yield. So a bigger size means these two don't degrade as fast, and we get more. Richness is how much bonus we get at the beginning, and it is very helpful to find nodes that have a high richness. See, the richness can roll up to 3, density up to 4, size up to 4, and you have your minimum and max. So the fact that it's 2.18 is, halfway decent. My size sucks, but my density is kind of good. So we'll leave that running. And I will go pick my plants. Oh, wow. What is sucking up all this power? And I never connected the, This could be bad. That could have been bad. I could have had stuff that wasn't receiving data and power it needed. Oh. Okay. Let me go check on that real quick to see what the upper end is. Okay, so it could feed 11 kilowatts to my second floor. That's fine. That's good. It clearly wasn't using that much, but I could have actually starved out my plants.
Low pressure. Oxygen low.
Thankfully, it wouldn't have. Because of the way it had things. Okay, these are still not pickable. These are, though. Oh, yeah, getting the extras is awesome. Those aren't done yet. These aren't all done yet either. Alright. Let's do 5 there. 5 makes oil. Should go in there. And we'll give 9 to the chickens. And I'm gonna go check on eggs. Oh, yay, I got an egg. So I'm gonna have to tell Essa that when we're caring for these things, we need to grow a lot of food.
Temperature low.
Alright, now that that's happened, we can go check in that, and it's more than likely going to be at a good spot. My batteries are so dead. My wind power farm is like not strong enough to keep up with it. Orbit Ore Outfitters was a small one. Alloy. Alright. Okay. See, this right here. When you have mining boost 20, when you have these two, you get a bonus to yield, which is actually very useful and something to work for. Having a strong scanner will very, very easily fill that up for you. So my high-speed ice, where's my ice? Ice head, okay. Alright, and now basically all I'll do is tell it to mine. And so obviously, high-speed ice is going to mine a little bit faster, but it's going to have the same yield. And now basically just leave it alone. It's going to burn through power, because this will burn through power like mad. But as you can see, I'm already at 250 of roughly 300 space ore. That is literally one. So if I were to mine out all 10,000 here, multiply it by 22, 220,000 volatiles. Absolutely flippin' insane just how good the ice rockets are. All I gotta do is find out which one of these is the water, and I can basically have my infinite water. I don't know why they wouldn't do that. They should. They probably will have one somewhere. And it's 100 per stack. So if we go look at my cargo storage, one of these is tied to my fat one. It's probably this one. Pick the medium ones because I can store 100 in here and another 100 in there. Like, I want to add an extra 2 miners, which will put my mass at 4,600, so almost 5,000 kilograms, which is really tough for that thrust. It really is going to be really tough for the pump liquid. However, keep in mind that the pump liquid has one advantage, and that is that I could eventually swap it to nitrous fuel. Which means that then it will work with 31,000 thrust, and I literally put the small trader in the large hangar pad. Just why? Alright, 600, 200, 200. Actually, another 100, 100, 400. And, I think I'm gonna need some electrons, some Invar, some Constantin, maybe some solder. Just grab some steel. You know what? Whatever. Make up that money. Because I think I was running all low on one of them. And so I could mine out that node, but again, uh, those cargo pads, those cargoes I have are not gonna do it. Let's see, because it takes... Let's see, if they hold 100 of 100... Okay, so one of them can basically mine out one of these. But it is up to you whether that is worth it to you. Because as you can see, as the richness drops, these get worse and worse. Eventually, you just don't get as much out of it. Like, the richness, I'm already not getting very much ore. The density is also dropping slightly, which kind of slows it down some more. And quite honestly, you can go for mining it out, and it'll just take a while, because 16, what? I have, what, 8,000 left? Divided by 16, that's 500 mining. That's 500 mining things it has to do, times 8.8 seconds. 4,400 seconds. 60. That's 73 minutes. Like, do I really want to leave that rocket up there for essentially 3 in-game days mining this basically expense out thing? With how easy I get distracted, this would probably be a good thing. Let's just be honest. Or I could just go to a new destination. You know, just go to a brand new node, and that node of volatile condensate, it doesn't have to stay there. And quite honestly, I do want to upgrade to the pressure fed, so that I can get that sweet 30 kilonewtons of thrust. Because 30, you know, if I can get 30,000 divided by like the roughly 4,000 kilograms I have, that's 7.5 meters per second squared. It's marginally faster. Or I could just not be an idiot and stuff a bunch of miners on it. Alright, so it's going to this volatile condensate. You see this button right here for delete location? Delete it. I didn't want it. I didn't need it. It's mined out, essentially. I didn't care. Delete it. And this is why a high-speed scanning rocket is gonna be worthwhile. I mean, if ESA would build a scanner rocket with literally 10 scanners and just go scan things around, come back to refuel, repower up, actually won't need a lot of fueling, to be honest. But, you know, recharges batteries because it's going to use a lot of power. That would be great, because she could go around, she could be like right here, scan a full 9. Oh, yeah. You can only have 9 locations. Scan a full 9 locations, you know, delete the ones we don't need, then go to the ones we want, you know, survey them so we know exactly what it is. See, this density is a little worse, but this size is pretty good, so that means it would be better yield. What's the richness, though? Can I have a high richness, please? Dang it! That sucks! That's like nothing! This is not even worth it! That sucks! You know what? Alright, I'm gonna call it right here, and what I'm gonna do is leave this thing scanning out locations so that I can make it go and grab more locations. Because I need to grab at least 40,000 moles of volatiles, and I believe I don't even know how much I've scanned. Let's see. I have 10, so that's 1,000. 11, 21,000. What's the location do? 10 and 10 plus 11, 21 times 100, 2,100. My bad. Times 22 moles, 46,000. Actually, I made back all the volatiles I put into this rocket. Ooh, volatile condensate. So next time, we're gonna go to bed. We are going to let that keep scanning locations. I am going to probably work on the second floor a bit more while the rocket is doing some stuff for me. I'm gonna let it mine a bit. One day. I'm debating on possibly putting a fridge up there. Fridge small. That's it? That's it? Okay. You know what? I'll deal with that on another day. I'll just grab that and a pipe cal or something. I'm pretty sure I made some of those somewhere. Or go off. Volatile condensate, volatile condensate. Yeah, and I'm just gonna delete that pollutant condensate. Have as many volatile condensates as possible, and then I'll go and check and cherry pick the one that I want. I did it, guys. I finally got a rocket. I finally sent one up there. It's been a long time coming. But hopefully this means that I will no longer be concerned about volatiles or making fuel or anything crazy like that. And honestly, once I can find the node that has nitrous oxide, I will definitely go after that hard. What am I doing? I'm supposed to be going to bed. Alright. ASO. It's so weird you can peek in. She's still asleep. She is unconscious.
Cognition low.
Alright, next time we're gonna eventually bring that rocket back after it gets a good load. And probably gonna do some work on the second floor. Feed the chicken some more. Make sure that the bloody things are eating. And probably automate fueling up the rockets, because I don't want to stand there fueling them up constantly. Oh, and I gotta automate the silo ejecting ores for it. That's gonna be fun. Alright. Hope you have a good time. Had a good time watching the not-so-quick tutorial on rockets, and me being distracted like always. Thank you, and have a good day.